sometimes we just need to not know when we're being recorded. But she saw me do it, so whatever.
Nobody's gonna know?
No one's gonna know. But we're gonna know.
We know. We're on. And are we gonna start with this guy with our amazing huge mics? Mic check.
They're literally where we need them to be at this time and moment.
Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed our funny fun episode.
Would you rather?
Would you rather is ranking up. It's going up and up and up
and up and up and up. So this one will definitely be launched after we're finished launching. Would you rather?
Actually, no. This one's going to be way down the road. We've got guests coming up.
Yes.
We've got another one of these.
Yeah.
Or we could throw this one in instead. So you just don't know when this one's going to drop.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Same. It's awesome. You know what's pretty cool? Well, you know what's interesting is we're going to talk about this Mr. Moon. And it's going to be way the fuck over. So you guys are going to go, oh, that's what happened to me.
So maybe we could do, why don't you, okay, sometimes we just gotta like do shit on the fly. Yeah. Why don't you do the new moon on the live on our page?
Yeah.
Just go live.
Yeah, we'll do that. My favorite thing about Raw Babes 101, because, you know, that's what we are. So Tiffany was actually...
One.
Oh my Oh my god, you're hilarious. Tiffany's thinking about getting a tats.
Yeah.
What do you guys think she should do?
Well, what if I already know what I'm going to do?
Well, nobody's going to know. Everybody's going to know. What is it going to be? Or do you want to do a surprise?
It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah, let's surprise.
It has to be a surprise.
I'm all about surprises.
Yeah. Are you? Did you find out what Cassius was?
No.
Wow.
No.
I'm not that patient.
Really? Did you find out for both?
Fuck yeah.
Tiff, you know what? That was the most magical thing ever because it's like, I know I'm pregnant and it's going to be either a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
And so on that day, I'm pushing him out. I was like, I didn't even care. I just was so
You didn't know what he was going to look like.
True.
That's a surprise.
True. But it was pretty cool. I was like, I wanted the surprise. And it was next level. Because that was the last thing. It was like, we had said, I was like, okay, nobody say what it is. I want to know what it is. Like, and see for myself. Or, sorry, for his dad to say it. And it was literally, I just saw his eyes. And I saw him. And I'm like, who cares? Like, it was the last thing even on my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking at this little being, and I was like, oh my god. And he's just looking at me, and I was like, and then I was like, oh my god. I'm like, what is it? What did we have? Because I wanted to know, is it the boy name or the girl name that I picked that had kept a secret? And then it was like,
what was the girl name?
Oh, I can't say.
Fuck off.
I can't say. Because one day, if I ever have a baby another time,
well,
I don't know if I want to share.
You can tell me once we finish this then. Yes, you are.
Because in case she has a baby.
I'm not having a baby.
I know, I just wanted to say that.
Cut it out!
Oh my gosh. Right?
It's not happening, but I will love and cherish your babies. Do you want to switch? No, never mind. They're both the same. Welcome to
Raw Babes 101. This is your host, Kristen and Tiffany. And we are here, Earthlings, coming from the planet, drop down to share with y'all.
But we're here, present now. Thank you to our ancestors.
Oh my gosh. You guys, you know what we're going to do? Tiff, you know what we're going to do?
What, Kristen?
We are doing an episode about love.
Love?
That's it.
Like
it's love. Everything to do with love on all levels.
I have to say, I had my biggest...
Whoa! Was that a sign or a symbol? Or both?
I actually kind of like this light, the way it is.
It scared me.
Our light decided to change directions on its own.
It just dropped. It
literally...
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Is it drop it like it's hard or hot?
Let's go with hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh my god, you're so cute.
So I was going to say, one of my biggest epiphanies, which my friend Stephanie was there for.
You mean a Tiffany?
An epiphany for Tiffany. And it was literally me trying to figure life out. And it really came down to realizing that all it really comes down to is love.
Yeah.
Loving yourself, loving
Yes.
those around you. Everything is around love.
Yeah.
And
That's
that is a very powerful thing. If you haven't had that epiphany,
A Tiffany.
then yet, and this just might sound cheesy then if that's the case, but break that shit down, yo.
You know what?
Wicka, 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 wicka.
This is the thing. For me, like especially experiencing being a mom, obsessed, love being a mom, that moment is like life-changing. Life-changing for me to the moment where I was like, I have never felt love like that. I have never, ever.
You're talking about the babies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Seeing Cassius and like for the first time, nobody could have prepared me for that. Holy shit. And
yeah, I can agree with you on that one.
That's just like.
So that's what happened when I had my son. When I saw
But
him.
no. Just kidding.
Well, the first time I experienced it was my first.
I had to do that.
But it was a love that I'd never experienced before. And when I had my son, I'm like, I didn't know that it was possible to love a human being any more than what I already loved my husband for.
That's the perfect example.
Yeah, and I was like, I had never even heard about unconditional love. Like, I just didn't understand it.
Same.
And that's literally what it was. And I went home. Well, I went home feeling guilty for loving my son that much and not my husband. Imagine feeling guilty for that.
My God. No, but that's crazy.
And literally, like, weeks went by, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I love him more than you.
Oh my God. Right? Oh, sorry, Dave.
Not sorry.
No, she's not sorry because you know what? It's just the truth.
Yeah.
And he would say the same thing because it's like you think about it, your child, it's like unconditional. Where the fact is, your spouse and your partner who you've picked, sometimes you're like, man, that wasn't cool what you did, and that's not gonna fly.
That's how I feel about my kids sometimes.
Well, especially because they're older. I'm still in only the 4-year-old age.
Right.
So.
Well, I do know that Dave's love for our son was not as instant as mine was, and then he felt guilty for that.
Totally.
Because it is definitely something different when that little being comes out of your vagina.
And you've just motherfucking pushed it out?
Or cut it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
That happened with Colin. I
Did
pushed
it?
out the second one.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Did you experience?
I did! And I actually,
Gosh.
for the second one, I went for the epidural, and it didn't kick in until after she was out.
Yeah, I went all natural. I felt every last
Yeah, so did
second
I.
of that.
It was awesome.
Do you want to know what was crazy?
That's when my labia went bye-bye.
Oh, it was like, so, you know what was the craziest experience for me?
What?
Was basically pulling around my entire fucking delivery room.
Dude,
That was
I
amazing.
think every woman that's delivering a baby, that
Happens.
absolutely.
And I didn't want to lay down. I didn't lay down.
Oh,
Like,
good for you.
I
You
did
did
not
it
want
like
to-
old school, natural,
standing
caveman style.
I'm like, who? No, I had to eventually lay down because it was too much pressure, and I would have ripped off my labia, just like yours.
Or like
But she
shit
totally
out your
had-
whole intestines.
Yeah, pretty well.
Jesus.
But the part that I didn't know was the ring of fire. I'm like, it's burning! It's burning! And I'm like, what is that? And it was burning so much.
It's because he was crowning.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I couldn't
then
stand it, so I just pushed it out.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That's why I let my labia.
Exactly, and she told me to just stop because that's at that point where you didn't.
Yeah,
So I ripped big time.
You did.
I did. But, yeah, because I'm just like, man, that's a small area to have a big ass head come out of. It's like, of course we're going to rip.
It's true.
Seriously.
I think my son's head was bigger than my husband's biceps. He's a fat head.
I hope your biceps don't go up there. Yeah. You know what's funny? It's like we are trying to talk about love and like this beautiful, loving thing, and we're just talking about poop and birth and
sorry for anybody that has not experienced that, but we will move on. The point was that that was a different kind of love.
Yes.
And
that connection and feeling.
Yes.
But I would like to share my birthing experience, and I'd love for you to share yours on a separate episode.
Yes.
Because I want to let all of you women know that haven't experienced childbirth, the fucking truth. And the reality of what goes down, and this is two different situations. Because you guys need to know. Like, oh my gosh, I remember being like, okay, I've reached 10 centimeters. Awesome. Just a little push, done. No, nobody told me that it's going to be hours of pushing and that it's going to go out a bit and then it's going to go in again and then out again.
No, mine didn't happen like that.
Oh my God.
No, first labor pain to when she was coming out or when she was out was like 4 hours.
I started at like Saturday at 4 a.m. I started, and then I didn't have him until Sunday the next day at 5:36 a.m. All natural, nothing.
She's proud.
Crazy. I felt like fucking Wonder Woman after. I was just like, I was like on cloud 849.
But hold on a second, because there's a lot of women who go in wanting to do that and feeling extremely guilty because 100%. They caved, and it didn't go as planned, and it wasn't as natural as they wanted.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Hey, how about the other end of the spectrum? It's like as soon as I walked in that door, I was like, epidural! Give it to me, give me all the drugs now, because I've already been through this, and I don't really want to go through another 10 hours of labor. But it didn't take that long, literally, like not even half.
And so, what I've been told by multiple mamas is, the first one is just gearing you up for the second one because the second one's like this. Yeah. And that's what happened to you.
That's literally what happened to me.
So one day, if I ever have another one, I'll let you guys know what happens.
When?
Yeah. Okay, let's get down to business.
Okay.
You guys, we are talking about love, but first, I'm going to talk about the moon.
Do your live thing. What?
Right now?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, because the moon thing's now. By the time this goes out, it's not going to count it at all.
Talk about putting me on the fucking spot, like, right now.
Right now.
This is what Tiffany does.
I'm, like, proud
my God. So, you are going to put it on, then? And I'm going to be, because I'm reading it from here.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh, Tiffany. I have a better idea. Better idea.
What?
Let's do a video, and you can video me, and then we'll upload it to a reel. Be good. Yeah. Trust. Help me, Elijah. Help me, Elijah. Trust. Okay, so you're going to have to... Oh, look at that. We can have both of us.
Hello.
Okay, I'll turn us on. Ready? Can you hold that, please? Because I'm going to read. Hi.
Shy. I'm on double camera, yo.
This is so freaking cool. We just invented something. Okay. Hi, guys. So... we're recording right now, and I am going to be reading off about the moon. The Scorpio. Pink moon. Okay, here we go.
Hold on. For those when we finally actually get through this part of the episode, you could probably fast forward about 10 minutes, unless if you want to hear it all, and you're going to go, oh, that's what that was! Oh! That makes more sense. Just giving you a heads up.
We're going to read it now. We're going to read the moon, about the new moon. No, it's the full moon. It's the full moon. Okay, here we go. So, we have the super pink moon. Fun fact, the moon ain't pink. It's not pink, so don't look for it. It won't be pink. Second of all, it's the full moon in Scorpio. This will happen April 26th to 27th. This is the planet of transformation, the planet of surprise. see things about ourselves and others, shadow integration, and it sharpens our vision about what's important. So just be aware that you may feel deep transformations, lots of fears, shadows coming up, but it's only for you to see clearer, and then it's like a rebirth to like rip out the
See
old.
clearly now, the rain is gone.
Okay, so that's
I
it.
just felt like doing that.
I loved it.
Thanks. Great.
Beauty. Tiff, that was cute.
Super cute.
Except, did you guys see I did a sidestep into my own plan?
And that's great,
Yeah.
because that's what it's all about.
What?
Ideas. Bring them to the table, motherfuckers. Yay! I waited this long to say that.
Well, I thought you were waiting.
back.
I thought you were waiting to fucking drop the dick in a box. Thought that's what you were gonna say.
Well, eventually. I was just trying to keep it PG as long as I
obviously, we
could.
need to get a shirt that's gonna be like raw babes with a dick in a box, saying "motherfucker." Oh my gosh, this is too much. Okay, so that's gonna be the new moon. Sorry, I keep saying new moon. It's full moon. Full moon. You guys, people get affected by the full moon. It's okay. Just be patient. Be calm with yourself because it's a big one. We're Scorpio moon. We're transforming. We're going through it.
We have ideas that aren't, I mean, everybody has ideas, but the ideas that we have and that we're sitting with, we're really seeing the trajectory of it happening, and it's about taking action, guys. Don't be afraid of these ideas. Don't worry about the how. Just one foot in front of the other. Do not, I mean, I don't want to say do not. How about this? How about building a dialogue with yourself on, yes, this is possible. Yeah. What do I need to do next? Not, oh, that's not going to work because of this. Or this is there, so I can't. That's fear. Creep it in. Yeah, it's totally self-sabotage, and that's what majority of us do when we are resonating so much with an idea and perception of something, and we have these reservations that hold us back and keeps us small. And it'd be fear of judgment. It could be a fear of failure. Thinking you're not going to be good enough. Yeah, I feel like those are the two main ones. I agree. But don't sit I always say when it when it's coming to a situation and you're feeling emotional about it, which emotion is fear, is something that, like, you know, you have an emotion to it where it's like now it's upsetting you, making you feel uncomfortable. Set aside your emotion and just focus on the to-do. Yeah. Like stay on that path. Right? It kind of goes back to that analogy of, instead of jumping in the washing machine that Lisa always talks about, stand outside of it. Get outside and observe and go, you know what? I am with anger right now. I am with fear right now. I'm with frustration. So be with it, but observe it, feel it, release it, and carry on. Don't freaking jump into it, the victimhood of it. This is what's going on with me. I'm consumed in it. Trying to understand it. Yes. Just be like, okay, I'm with it right now. This too shall pass. Yep. Yep. I mean, when I say understand it, some things aren't meant to be understood. True. But some things are, they just come in much more clear on who you are as a person when you just understand why it happened. And I think it takes someone really, really special to help you get through that. Mm-hmm. If it's not your guides and your through meditation, but obviously counselor, therapists are amazing because they can. Your shit stems so deep that it's really hard to see it at a surface level. It's like, oh, this is how I'm going to define myself. Oh, I just have anxiety. It's just part of my life. Okay, that's perfect because when people just say, oh, I just have anxiety, or I just have this and I have this. I have depression. I don't want to say it's not true for the moment. Obviously. For the moment it is true for you, for them, but it's something that you don't have to live with if you're ready to face it. Guess what? The moment you face fear is the moment it fucking turns away. And it's like, you face it.
It is not owning
It seems like it'd be more uncomfortable than it really is.
It's true, right? Once you get there and you start
I'd rather rip the Band-Aid off rather than live a lifetime of pain.
Exactly.
Honestly.
And if you aren't going to do it now, it's going to come back again and again and again.
Exactly.
So it's
time. Not in this lifetime, another one.
Exactly. And crazy quick thing.
Yeah.
Cassius going to school. This is another example. Rip off the Band-Aid slow or fast.
Yeah.
He's having separation. It's not easy, but working with the teacher and dropping him off, I can sit there and coax him and like talk to him and, you know, it's okay and whatever. And I've done that approach. It doesn't work. It just makes it way worse. And then the new approach that I just tried is explaining to him, I love you. I will always return. Mama always brings you to a safe place. I would never leave you where it wasn't safe and blah, blah, blah. Read a very good book about going to school and it was very positive. Anyways, doing all these things. But there's no fucking way around this. He has to get uncomfortable. He has to feel uncomfortable and be emotional and sad, and then he'll be okay.
Exactly.
And realize Mama always comes back and I'm good. So yes, he cries and screams a bit at the beginning, which is heart-wrenching for me, but he's fine within 10 minutes.
And then you get to a point at my life where you literally just open the door while the car is still rolling by and you just kick them out.
And they're like, bye, Mom.
Bye.
Or
bye, Felicia.
Or they want to freaking even, I remember like when my brother would be dropped off, it'd be like up the road a bit or just before.
Oh, fuck.
Have you had that yet?
Hell no. They're not allowed. No. I want all the love.
Yeah.
I actually told my daughter today because my son, I drop her off first and my son's like, why doesn't she ever say goodbye? She just leaves. I'm like, you're right. That's my fault. Like, she's always in a mood. She's this preteen and she just gets out of the car and leaves. I'm like, So then today I was like, enough's enough.
Very clear to you.
You're not allowed to leave this car until I get some loving. And so it was just like this, like,
yeah. But you know what? Deep down,
it's better than nothing.
But yeah, and deep down,
it's a start.
She loves it. Deep down.
Yeah.
Up the surface level, but it's like, it's connection. Who doesn't want a little connection?
I know.
Which brings us to what I want to talk about. What we want to talk about. Love languages. You know what's fucking cool about this, you guys? I have heard about the 5 love languages. This is Dr. Chapman. He has a book. He has lots of cool information. This is one part that I want to talk about because guess what I did today? I did a quiz.
Oh.
I did a quiz.
Like, what did you do?
A quiz. And she's like, aw. So the quiz was on singles. Love language. No, but it's similar to just in general your love language.
Okay.
So I wanted to know. I'm like, what am I? What is my love language?
Is this the first time you've heard of the 5 love languages?
No, I was just saying I've heard about it so much, but I haven't read it, and I didn't know what my love language was. So I was like, let's talk about it a little bit. So
let's talk about
sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex. Or love. Okay, so the quiz that I did, which is available if you go to 5lovelanguages.com, there's multiple quizzes available, and I really want you guys to all check it out because it's fucking cool. I'm going to go through this a little bit fast. So I did my test, and guess what my love language is?
Okay, wait, let me guess.
So let me tell everybody the 5 love languages first.
Okay, go.
Maybe would be a fucking fart. I was going to say a start. A fart. Oh, my son farts so much during sleep. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Like when they hit 4, it's like the farts start to smell, and the boy. Anyways, okay. Back on. I'm all over. Okay, so the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, active service, receiving gifts.
Say it one more time.
Okay. Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, act of service, receiving gifts. Now, your guess.
Did you write yours down? What are you doing?
Yes.
She's covering it.
Because I wrote mine down. Because I had to remember.
Okay.
Okay, what do you guess for Miss Crystal?
Acts of service.
That's
and touch.
Okay. Aww. Okay, so your assessment will come back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different answers and percentages. My love language is words of affirmation.
Obviously.
And if anybody, and I didn't know myself, okay?
You know why? I should have known that is because you do it for so many people. You're like, you are so amazing. You're so beautiful.
Aww.
I fucking love you. You
like,
do this.
Empower them.
Oh yeah,
like, you
totally.
got this and you look like a, yeah. Okay.
Obviously, that is your love language.
Clearly.
Yes. Durr.
So the cool thing about it is you get percentages, and 33% of me wants words of affirmation. Okay. 23% wants touch. 23% wants quality time. 13% is acts of service. 7% is gifts.
Woo!
Don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You want to know what I care about? This is what I care about. I love you. You're fucking mean the world to me. Come over and give me a hug, give me a kiss. You know what I mean? Like, realistically.
That is your...
Yeah.
That is how you
Or
talk.
like, or if I'm like...
Come here, bitches!
I'm like, come here! And imagine like with a partner, like, from them to come home and look at me and just to even say, you look so beautiful today. Do you know what that does?
Aww.
Oh.
Ah!
And I was like, this is, I'm like, I'm fucking simple. Like,
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah.
I was very much shocked. I was like, it doesn't take much.
What did you think that your love language was?
I was thinking more like, maybe a little bit more like an act of a service, meaning like if I'm overwhelmed or stressed and then, you know, someone
takes things off your hands.
Yeah, like comes in and is like, you know what? I just noticed your gas was empty and I filled it. Like,
right.
You know, maybe something like that.
Yeah. But that was at the least.
That was 13.
That was 13?
So the top is words of affirmation, touch, and quality time. And it makes sense. I love spending time.
Yes.
And I love to touch and hug. And yeah. Oh, you're hilarious. So, guys listening, head over to 5 love languages and figure out yours. It's cool.
It's definitely a really nice way to know yourself, so that when you do meet a partner, you'll be like, these are the things that I like. This is what I dig. And I mean,
yes, and
I just tell my partner even now.
Yes,
like,
and so I have 2 things. First thing to say with that is, now I know if I ever date or when I ever date or whatever this special person comes into my life, I'm going to be able to say, hey, this is what I like.
Yeah.
Like, this is exciting for me, or
yeah.
this is whatever. But I want to know what's your love language. What's Miss Tiffany's?
Okay, so mine is well, words of affirmation is definitely like a big one.
I hope Dave's listening.
Acts of service is also like it always, or it never goes unrecognized. But a big one for me is gifts. Mainly because it can be anything. Like, you could even make it. Like, you could even write me a poem, fold it up in a piece of paper, and give it to me.
And there's no one's judging you on the fact that
it could be anything. Like, just
but it's
anything.
something that you like.
Yeah, like something that I know that someone put time and thought into.
Yes, that's the answer.
Yeah. So that's something that I love. So maybe my husband will listen.
That's what I was saying. I was like, Dave, listen to this, because you could take notes on what a girl wants, what a girl needs, whatever. Okay, and then it gets too high, and then I'm like, you guys don't want to hear that shit. Okay, so back to this. Basically, does your partner know what your love language is?
Well, you gotta tell them.
Yes, you guys listening.
You gotta tell them.
Do you even know what your love language is? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
How do you
know.
know? How do you know?
No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know unless you fucking tell them.
Yeah.
So tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should go to our next level checklist, you guys. This is one for you guys to
1, 4, 3.
Oh my 1 for 3. Okay, this is a really important one because this is 1 to 9. Oh, there's your water bottle, by the way. You left it.
Yeah. Thanks, stealer.
Oh, you left it. It's my house. Didn't steal it. But anyway, I love that. Okay, so we are going to do this checklist 1 to 9. And this is what could be on your love checklist. I think this is the most important thing ever. So we're referring to notes because the way that this man or woman displayed this on their website was beautiful. So I'm like, we're not going to fuck something up that is already perfect. So you guys just got to listen to this. It's amazing.
Don't fix anything that ain't broke.
And the website is, I want to share it because it's blackdoctor.org and it's BDO, where wellness and culture connect. And this is off of DuckDuckGo because it's our very favorite place ever. And if you guys want to refer to it, go ahead and take notes on this because it's fucking awesome. So these are this is the checklist.
All right.
Number 1, here you go, girl.
Be happy with yourself and be ready to be in a relationship. Yeah, so this could be kind of a tough one for lots of people because there's a lot of codependency issues that we may be hanging out with and we don't really know. If you want to know, read a good book on that, I'm going to... It is Whitney Cummings. Oops.
What's the title?
Whitney Cummings, I'm Fine.
Ooh.
And Other Lies.
Oh,
Whitney
good
Cummings
title.
is a good friend of Joe Rogan's. She's the comedian that got a robot that looks just like her. She got a robot.
Actually?
Actually. It's insane.
What?
So, anyways.
What does the robot do?
It just looks like her.
And is it like human, like her same size?
It is. Everything. It's like identical.
And does it go on stage with her and do comedy?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Go check this chick. I've got to check this out.
Whitney Cummings. She's hilarious. So, talking about codependency issues, she brings a lot of comic into this book. It's just, I didn't even know what the book was about until I was getting through part. And I actually didn't even dawn on me who she was. And it's fucking hilarious.
And then you figured it out. But it was
so
divine timing. And it was meant to be. And that's just how it is.
So when you need to be happy with yourself, that's why, I talk about this, because if we're not happy within ourselves, then we're searching for other things and people to make us happy and
expecting them to fill up our cup.
Yeah, and that just doesn't work. I mean, it works
temporarily.
Very temporarily. It's not a long-term thing, and that may be why your relationships aren't working.
And you will be calling in the same rooster every time that has the exact same problems unless you heal your shit within you and level up and align to a higher vibrational match.
What's that? Okay. Exactly. So I think no, nothing.
Oh.
No.
You were like, what's the that was great.
No, nothing.
Oh.
I
love this. I love her bitter batter banter wanter.
Wanta.
There's actually a place called the Banter.
Yes, I remember that.
Did we go?
No, we didn't go. but that's
I think I've
New
been
West,
though.
isn't it?
No, the band term isn't that in Vancouver?
Is it?
You went there, I thought, with Dave
Sure.
and your friends.
How the fuck do you know?
Well, I remember my memory. You have to understand my memory, you guys.
She's like an elephant.
It's
yeah.
Oh,
The memory of an elephant. Have you ever heard that term before? No. Yes. New information. An elephant will never forget. Or a crow. Crows won't forget either.
I think I go for an elephant. Really well spun. Okay, you gotta read this. Back to okay, but
are we reading the whole thing?
Yes, it's so good.
I just thought it was the title.
You don't have to, but it's good. Say it again.
Okay. Be happy with yourself and be ready to be in a relationship. There are 3 essential components into being happy and ready to be in a relationship. A, identify what you need to be happy with yourself. B, identify what you may need to enable your partner to be happy.
So it's true though. Like
identify it.
Identify. Don't do it for them, but identify what that is, because that person may have a totally different outlook on what they need, and you're like, what? That ain't me.
And it's true, because I'm not even gonna get into. I'm just learning a lot from having this book.
And you know what? Drop some things if you want.
Sure, I will definitely. Identify your expectations of being in a relationship.
Yes. What does that look like?
Be ready to be in a relationship means that you are physically, emotionally, intimately, and spiritually open.
See? Oh, I love this guy.
Open to sharing who you are with someone else. So be yourself.
Yes.
I do see that, like, the thing that a lot of people do would be like one relationship into another. And it's really hard. Like, I did that when I was really young. Obviously, I've never not been in a relationship, it seems, but
clearly.
But learning and growing yourself with a partner is very difficult. You got a very incredible person with you if they can stand you during that process. But
yes,
you need the space to be you and learn you. Because when you don't know you, you can't have someone fucking hovering you constantly, needing attention from you, other than your baby or your puppy.
Yeah.
Not your partner.
Yeah.
If your partner's doing that, there's a problem. Likewise, you need to be receptive to your partner and where she is at across all those dimensions. Many people want to be in love or in a relationship, but most people aren't ready or ready to have a partner who is ready.
And that's so important with communication, because you have to communicate. What do you want from this?
Yeah.
What do you see out of this? It's like a business contract.
It is. It's your partner.
Yeah.
It's your life partner. That's a business transaction, guys.
Yes.
It's not just out of love and compassion.
No, that stuff goes to the wayside, and then all of a sudden all these problems arise, and you're like, fuck, I didn't even know this.
No, but you gotta sign the contract like it's a business deal.
Yeah, lay all the cards on the table, right?
Because you're not gonna actually have even a business partner that you don't trust and that you don't feel that you can work with. Because when you do have a business partner and you find out these things, if you're not willing to work on them, then it doesn't work. 2 people have to want to be ready. Ready, Freddie.
Okay, number 2.
Never forget how special you are. Know your value, motherfuckers.
Always, you guys. It drives me crazy. I was leaving the gym today and I saw this girl, this woman actually, and I could just see and sense and feel her head was a little bit more down. She was walking kind of by her partner, and I'm just like, I wanted to like go to her and be like, you're amazing, you're special, jump out of your skin, like put your head up high. You're just as lucky, he's just as lucky to have you. So don't, like, I just felt that energy. It was so strong that it was like, she was like insecure and not like, just like not the good enough type of feeling. And it was like, I wanted to jump over to her and be like, you're amazing. Like,
well, next time you see her, just give a nudge.
Yeah, be like, good job, or you got this, or a smile. Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, girl? You look great today. I love your pants.
And that's exactly with never forget how special. There's only one you. There is no other you. So don't compare yourself in a relationship or without a relationship looking at another person. Don't ever do that. Don't go like, oh, well, there's this girl or there's this guy. No, you are you. There's nobody else that's out there like you. That's it.
Like you?
Like you. There's nobody. So you're the only one. You are, guess what? One of a kind, limited edition. Box that shit up, put on their shiny bow, and fucking own it. Run, way, girl. Walk it, work it. You've got this. Everyone listening right now, I'm talking to you.
They're feeling your fire.
Yes, I'm talking to you. You own it. Look in the mirror right now and say, I've got this. I love my body. I love myself exactly as I am right now. Own it. It's yours. Nobody is you. You're perfect exactly as you are.
Good job.
Yes. Empowerment and fucking rise up, because you know what? One life. Don't fucking settle. Rock it.
Well then.
Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Oh! Love you, bitches.
Okay, never forget how special you are. If your partner minimizes, negates, or judges you as a person or your actions, you may want to proceed with extreme caution, or not at all.
Or not at all.
Sometimes we fall in love with the people at the expense of forgetting, neglecting who we are. Instead, it's important to be with someone who doesn't prevent us from remembering and honoring those traits that allow us to be the special individuals that we were put on this earth to be.
Exactly. And this is so fucking spiritual and so dope that this person is saying this stuff, because this is what I'm trying to say.
You did it.
No one is you.
You are you.
Okay.
You are you.
Number 3. Computer G, delocleogize. Sorry, computer says.
No.
That's my favorite thing you do. One of them. Okay, number 3.
Take your time. Slow down. Too often, when couples begin relationships, they don't take enough time to get to know one another across different contexts. People behave differently in front of their peers, their families, and coworkers, and it's important to have an understanding of how they interact with the different people in their different circles. Moreover, people behave differently over time. The way that person treats his or her parents today may be significantly different from the way that he had interacted with her parents, your parents growing up, or his, whatever. One of your relationship tasks is to allow the relationship to move slowly enough to learn that you really are given your heart.
You are. Really. It's okay.
Thank you.
Too.
I thought you could read, Kristen.
I can read. I can read. It's just sometimes they go. Okay.
Clearly not. So
we're here to learn
who you really are giving your heart to. Here are 7 additional traits that you may want to add to your love relationship checklist. Remember, it is important that you define what all of these mean to you personally.
Yes.
Okay, so this is it.
Number 4.
Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I caught official love. I just made that up.
That wasn't it.
No.
Okay.
Was it Mambo number 5?
It was.
A little bit of Tiffany in my life. I got it this time.
Thank you. Companionship.
Yeah, working together, communication, remembering, knowing what she needs.
How much time do you want to spend with your love interest?
Oh my gosh, she was reading number 4, and I thought she was meaning companionship between us. Do you see what just happened? I thought you were talking to me about companionship. Okay.
You're adorable.
So are you.
Okay. How much time do you want to spend with your love interest? What will you do when you two are together or apart?
Good questions to ask each other. Hey, what are we going to do when we're together, and what are we going to do when we're apart?
Yes. I have noticed, though, some people that I've observed that are older like in their 50s, 60s. I don't know. I'm picking my pants.
All of a sudden, her hand went.
My pants look like I got attacked by a panther or cougar or something. They're all like, fraying and stuff. But I have seen people in their older years who are like, were single, found someone, moved in real fast. Marriage, bomb. And I've often seen that as these two people just know what the fuck they want. And
could be.
They have enough wisdom in them just to be like, I'm telling you the truth. These are my words coming in my mouth.
Yeah.
Trust them. This is what I want. And they're both like, okay, that's what I want. Let's go married.
And you know what's cool? My grandfather, who has passed, my dad's dad, that's what happened late in life with Karen.
Aww.
And it was like just soulmate.
Soulmate.
Next level.
Aww.
It was just like done, love, connection, and that's it. Bob's your uncle, literally.
I wanted to say that thing you said, but I was gonna botch it.
Which one?
Collective Jai.
Oh, Computer G.
Computer G.
Dilak. Leah
Jai.
And I could be botching it too, but you know what? It's our show. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
It's a dick in a box.
So yeah, companionship.
How about honesty?
Nothing else to say.
Come on, guys. How can you be in any deep, committed relationship, whether it's with a lover or a friend or a business partner or whatever, if you're having interaction with somebody often, how uncomfortable is that when you can't trust them?
And you can't be honest.
Yeah. You don't feel like you could tell the truth, nor do you think that you're receiving the truth.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'd be like, next.
Yeah.
Dick in a box.
You didn't read it.
Well, I didn't know. I thought you said that was it. Like, it spoke for itself. You want me to read it?
Oh, I was just, in my head, I was thinking actually of a relationship. And I was thinking about being honest. And I was thinking about people that are not. And then I was like, that's it. Nothing.
Say no more.
Say no more. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Honesty can be disclosed by soliciting for responses. Or 3, trust. Why does it say 3?
Okay.
Oh, 3, that should be up there then? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No. You were doing great. So it's honesty by open disclosure or by soliciting for responses. Trust. How dependable or predictable are you? How predictable or dependable should your partner be? And that's another great communication piece. Some people are just honest about the fact that they are very much dependent on another person.
Yeah.
Some people are comfortable with that type of relationship and some people aren't, but if you don't talk about it, who's going to know?
How about what not to do is get mad at your partner and say, I can't trust anything that you do. I can't depend on you. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make anybody feel good.
Right.
Do it. Remember, feel the emotion, take the emotion out of it, and then deal with business. Because remember, this is your business partner at the end of the day.
Yeah, and not only that, is a lot of the times it's your own insecurity and fear that you haven't felt or done the work on yourself, and you're actually just projecting it onto your partner. So regardless of what has happened, let's just use an example of maybe you don't trust that partner, maybe they've broken your trust, but throwing it back in their face every time isn't going to mend the situation. It's just going to rehash old wounds. But what you need to do is heal that within you. Make the choice of if you're going to stay or not. If you're going to stay, do not throw fire back at your partner. You're the one who chose to stay after they showed you their true colors. They showed you what they can do or whether you can trust them or not. Yes, now it takes 2 to tango to bring it back in for both people to earn the trust. But if you don't get angry at that partner because they showed you exactly who they were.
I think it's totally accurate.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I was just giggling because you got a mic in one hand and the other one's talking at the other end of the table. It's like...
Yes. I was delegating all of the tasks. I was like...
She was compartmentalizing.
Yes, compartment. Yeah, so the whole thing about honesty, if you have, somebody has broken your trust, do counseling and you have to fix that. Yes, they broke it, but it's living inside of you now. It's in you. It's not in them anymore. They're over it. It's done. They're like moved past it.
C'est la vie.
But the person, yes, but the person it's in is the person that needs to heal it. Okay. Next is
openness.
Open.
How open, flexible are you? Open/flexible. I don't know. Pretty flexible. I do my...
Put your leg right up to your
It's
head,
getting
just like
there.
in our reel.
Yes.
Perfect.
How open or flexible do you want your partner to be? You know, it's funny. We got COVID happening right now, and I've been hearing some partners having different opinions in the whole thing. And one partner is listening to CTV News, and the other one is taking back roads, learning all the back behind shit that's not being talked about in cable.
The truth.
And there's definitely differences in opinions.
Yeah, about being open. I love that.
Yes.
Too. Good point.
So I've been seeing it, and people have been talking about it, and yeah, I always actually thought that it was something that was lacking in my relationship with my partner, that we weren't always on the same page, and I actually thought that was a sign that we weren't supposed to be together.
Like there was a problem. Yeah,
it was a problem. Like we're not on the same page. But I don't know. I mean, I think secretly he was just trying to make it difficult for me.
And it's okay for two people to coexist, friendships, relationships, or family that have different opinions, as long as you both agree to go, hey, you know what? It's okay that we think differently. It's not a problem.
It's just a dick in a box.
It is.
I see that lots. I have lots of friends who are not seeing this whole thing in the way I am, and I am not. I don't want that to get in the way of our relationship. No,
it's not a big deal. It's down to choices.
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal for some, and that's probably when the relationships can get a little bit sticky. But I don't know. In the end of it all, you should love your friends and family and your partner for who they are, not what they're trying to define themselves as.
Exactly, and that's called unconditional love. Just like what I've been saying about kids is love unconditionally. Yeah. Don't love with a condition. The condition would be, I only love you and will be there for you if you have the same outlook as me or the same opinion as me. It's okay to have a different opinion. But some people, they may not. They may not have gotten to that stage to love unconditionally.
Totally.
They may only love for conditional.
No, love under condition. Under a condition.
Right.
You said it perfectly just like a second ago.
Yeah.
That was so
We'll
good.
just stay with that.
Okay.
I love that. So I came to that and I was like, hold on. And I said the first time, and then I was like, okay, you guys, it's just a word that it's easy to be said, but we have to say it right. Hold on.
Reciprocity.
You just have to, okay, Tiff, confidence, and you're just going to fucking full throttle say it because
reciprocity.
No, it's
reciprocity.
No, I think it's like the C is silent, so it's like
Oh, well,
computer G Pass. No.
It's spelled RECIPROCITY.
Reciprocity.
What?
Reciprocity! Ah! Okay.
God, I just think we're just so smart.
We actually are. Thank God for our spirituality.
And more, I think.
Do you expect for your partner to give to you as you give to him or her? That one's so good.
No, and that's a no. That should be a no.
It could be a no. Some people it's not because they think, well, I'm doing all this for you. Why aren't you doing this back? Don't ever do for another and expect anything in return. That's setting yourself up for failure, disappointment, criticism, shame, hurt.
That'll be a you problem. You problem.
That's back to you.
Yeah.
So it's not like, well, I bought you this really amazing birthday present and my birthday came and I got a card and flowers. So you basically only bought that gift for that person in hopes of getting something wicked in return.
Doesn't work like that.
How can you expect anything like great from life living like that? Because it's like you're setting yourself up for so much disappointment. Because every person that doesn't do what you did for them has failed. Nobody could win.
No one will ever be good enough.
Nobody will be good enough.
No.
Nobody's gonna know.
But yeah, no, zero expectations is probably the better way to go. But you can definitely, outside of your upset, if your love language is gifts,
which is okay,
let your partner know ahead of time.
And that's okay. Because as long as you say, I want to get
I suppose, but again, I could see a lot of like unresolved, rooted anger coming out when you're feeling so frustrated. And you're like, but I did this and this for you. Blame,
no.
finger point, bump.
Remember what you said. Oh, you got to say it.
When you're pointing at somebody for their faults, just remember how many fingers are pointing back at you.
Yes. I love when Tiffany said that. I've never heard that before.
Ooh.
It's good. So you're pointing at someone else, and then there's 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Yeah.
It's you.
And I don't think you could count your thumb in that because that one's just a thumbs up.
It's a thumbs up. It's being like, you know what? Deal with it.
Good communication is number 8. Does your partner share what is really going on with him or her? Do you share? Do you even listen?
So good.
Guys, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth for a goddamn reason.
Perfect. True. Majority of the time, the person is already thinking about what they're going to say while the other person's talking. And I can honestly put my hand up for this because I very much used to do that. I would be like, nope, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't even want to hear it.
Because it doesn't go with what I'm about to tell you. No, I don't actually have something I want to say.
Oh my gosh, that was even better.
That was cute. That was really cute.
I was like, oh, what's she going to say?
She's not just a pretty face, guys.
You guys, this communication part about listening pretty much could end a lot of disputes and fights when you just go, I'm going to give you the floor and then give the other person the floor.
Did you know, this is an observation I've had for years, but any upset, anger, dispute really all comes down to a lack of communication and understanding of the situation?
Yes. It's like, instead of going and beating around a bush, and also people withhold love. This time is going by fast.
It is gone by really fast.
It's already 58 freaking minutes.
Holy mother heck.
I know. How does this even happen? When we're having a good time. I just lost what I was going to say. 54. So,
communication. When you're not communicating, there's a lot of anger, upset. That really, when you start communicating, that will subside a lot of those feelings if you just share. So don't you said withhold.
Yes. So what we do thank you, Tiffany, tend to withhold love.
Yes.
So what people do is if they're angry at the person, they are resentful and they withhold love. So they give you the cold shoulder. They don't communicate with you. They give you short answers. Instead of going, hey, I didn't like what you said. That really hurt my feelings. Or, hey, I was expecting that you were going to come home and give me a kiss and I really need some love right now. And then you don't express that, but you walk around the house, you're like fucking pissed off and you're just like, the other person doesn't know. Like,
it's so true. No, it's so true because you didn't communicate it.
Yeah.
Considerate. How considerate and attentive are you to your partner's feelings? Should he, she be as considerate or attentive of yours? Remember, it is important that you define what all these... Oh, okay. That's...
Never mind. Yeah, so considerate. Being considerate, considering how other people feel is super important. And then also only expecting it like from one party. It's like you just expect your boyfriend to be considerate, but you're actually not considerate of them. That could be their time. That could be
their feelings.
Yeah.
I see this lots, like the double standard thing. Sometimes it's happened in our relationship, not ours, mine and Dave's, where it's not been considerate because it's okay for one person to like or dislike one thing, but it can't be for the other one.
There's a lot of double standards, and there's a lot of even male domination versus women, and about, oh, well, you can do this, but you can't do that, or it's okay for this person to do this, and it's not okay. You know what I mean? It's very much needs to be
setting boundaries. Yeah, setting boundaries. Are you okay with that? Are you not okay with it?
And if you haven't heard our boundaries episode, head on over back a few to listen to that. I have 6 tips to a better relationship. And I just saw it. It was at 5643. So I should get rolling and say this because I think...
Is that all that's left?
Yeah. And a card pull.
Oh,
look how freaking... This is crazy.
We got this.
Okay, I've got this. Okay. 6 tips to a better relationship. Everyone take some notes. Try out a new restaurant or cook together. Go on a walk together after dinner. Connection. Earth connection. Nature connection. So important. Don't just turn on the TV and get lost in our devices. The devices are like crucial to relationships.
Is the tip in there to not have your device out when you're having a date with your partner?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, plan a romantic picnic without phones.
Thank you.
Are you like just zinging on that
or
what?
This is one of my pet peeves. Is Dave and I have never had a problem unless if we have reservations with each other. But when we go out for dinner or whatever, it's never a dull moment. Like, we're always talking.
Good.
We've observed so many times is how many couples... Okay, fine. That's their choice if they don't want to talk to each other. But a big reason why they're not talking to each other is because they're both on their devices. Exactly. Or at least one of them. And it's usually the female.
Oh, interesting.
The female's like scrolling, posting, commenting. Fuck no. Dude, I actually had someone over recently, a very intellectual fellow. And every time I looked over, he was scrolling on his Instagram. And I'm like, what is more important?
Right.
Put your phone away. Put your fucking phone away.
Did you say it?
No.
Dang.
I didn't know.
Computer said no. But good observation, but also too, it's like at the end of the day, it's his time, and if he wants to spend it doing that, then so be it.
And I pick and choose my battles
of course.
So,
okay, let me get through this.
Happens again, then maybe it will.
Not cutting you off, but cutting you off. Cool thing about planning this picnic without phones. How many times have you actually planned a picnic with your spouse? That's cool. Laying down on a blanket and being with nature. So cool. It's free. Okay? Buy tickets to a movie or a play they've been wanting to see.
It's COVID. It's not happening.
No, but there's still other ways around it. Also, when you pick another show or a movie for your partner, or go to a show that they want to see, I think that's super cute.
It is super cute.
Schedule a weekly date night. Super important. Ultimate number 1 date idea. This is what I made up. This is what you guys should all do for your wives, or wives plan it for your husbands. Plan a romantic evening at home. Candles, dinner, followed by a meditation, bath together, make love, lay in bed, and communicate till you fall asleep. Mic drop.
That's an amazing date.
Yes, and it just said 5943. Can we pull a card? Hold this.
Hold on a second.
Wait, I want to make it. I want to do it. Here we go.
No. Stop.
Don't press X.
Have to.
Okay.
Hold on. 1 second, people. 1 second. Hold on. We're coming back. We are coming back.
We're right here still. To pull the card. Oh yeah, I forgot. You just have to add it to the end. Silly me. Silly mama. Tricks are for kids.
She's like so worried. Not yet, but retry.
Did you? Yes.
Delect the Ajay.
Computer G, delocally Ajay. We need it to save, and then we'll record again. Ding, 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 ding. So, is that one saved?
It's gonna be!
Yay, because I trust you and it's on airplane mode.
Whoa. Let's do that quickly because I already saw messages coming through. We don't want any interruptions.
But Tiff, did you want to say something about my magical date in that romantic evening?
Yes.
Do you think it's nice?
Yes, because I actually had that. Dave and I hadn't, we've been together for so long. Sometimes we've let life get in the way, and
of course,
actually working on our relationship and doing special things, even though we don't crave it.
One thing I want to say,
it's good to do it
to everybody. Tiffany and Dave do date nights.
Yes,
once a week.
Yeah.
I try to always do that, and I love that about them.
Yes, even if we don't want to.
And I love that more about you because you're just so brutally honest. But yeah, that's something that they make up. You have to plan.
You have to.
And it's dope.
Because it could be weeks and months go by, and you haven't had a connection with your life partner, and you're not making time for your relationship. Even friendships, you need to make time for your friends, otherwise they fade away. If you don't want a relationship to fade away, you got to put time and work into it.
Yes, it's all about time. You know what else I just thought of?
But that is the perfect date.
It's the perfect date, and you know
it's
why?
Hot.
It's what I would want. And I wrote this out, and I was like, ooh, actually, I want all of that.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Dave and I did this, a couple months ago, where we hadn't connected in a while, and we did this very thing, except
amazing.
We split up the date, and we had a bath the next day,
which is fine.
But it was hot. It was just, even the kids were kind of involved, but we were just so lost in each other's eyes, and the cards, with candles going, we were reading each other's cards, and we were just talking about you can really break down your cards into your own perspective and the way you see things, and that struck up the most amazing conversations.
Yeah. And there's nothing more intimate than doing something that your partner loves. For me, if I were to meet somebody and maybe they weren't head over heels with all the things, all the spirituality or something like that, but they were could you pull my cards? Or, could we do a meditation? Could you show me a meditation, or do a Reiki, or be interested in what I what I love?
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
That's so attractive.
I think it's the sweetest thing when anybody starts poses interest in your interests.
Yes, exactly. And so this evening here with the dinner and the meditation, and if you do some cards and you give each other a massage, it's the time that you're investing into each other and filling each other's cups, and it's the energy that you two are sharing.
Yes.
That is magic.
That is magic.
It's not about going and just quickly buying something, or going quickly bringing flowers home. It's time, it's energy, devotion, and thought of what would my partner want.
I got something. How about when you and your partner are just not getting along? How about you just can't even stand each other's voices? How about you can't even you're just ugh, no thank you.
Yeah.
No thank you. Well, I have an answer to that, guys.
Let's hear it.
Spend more time together. That's
Connect.
Really the answer. When our kids would get caught up in fighting, we see this treacherous, broken record between them. We actually make them go spend time together, and they're not allowed to have their devices. They literally have to just connect.
Ooh, I like that.
And it always changes the dynamic. Same thing with Dave and I, when we just really can't even stand each other. We don't even care for each other. Because that can happen.
It happens.
But we've
100%.
made time because that's happened. We know it's happening because we're not making time for each other. So that means we need to spend more time together. And I feel that's every 22 years later, it's been the answer to it all. Just spend more time together.
That just brought me to, I guess this is going to be a little bit longer than I anticipated, which is great, because what Tiffany's talking about, because this is about love And it's kind of more, I don't know, more questionnaire and checklists and checking in to see where everyone's at. It prompted me to ask my beautiful grandparents, which Tiffany knows, Motma and Motfa, and they're amazing. They've been together for 62 years. They were born in 1959. Cool fact about them, they are both from Denmark, born within a very close radius. They did not ever meet until they both came to Vancouver and met basically on a street in Vancouver. My grandfather, I asked him, it's so trippy. Like, they're in Denmark, okay, and they both moved to Vancouver, and they happen to be at the same place, and they're both like,
that's so bizarre.
You can't make this shit up. So I asked my grandfather, he's 86 years old, and as Tiffany knows, and I just said, what is love to you? I just wanted to know. And I was like, I'm going to share this because it's so sweet.
So sweet.
And he's like, it's to deeply care for somebody else, which happens to be my wife, he says. And he said about finding your love, he said, being capable of waiting for the right person. And he's like, I still got her, which was so sweet. And I said, what does he like? Like his love language? I was curious. And he's like, when she gives me a hug and comes to him. So his is very much obviously affection.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, my grandmother, by the way, like 18-inch waist, double D boobs, naturally, Marilyn Monroe. Like, she wore high heels, still wears high heels, she does not wear flat shoes. She will never wear flat shoes.
Yeah.
She has always been a doll, okay? And I asked him, and he's like, she was walking towards me, and my mouth was dropped, he says. Like, just like, and my grandfather's like a tall 6'3", like,
he is
big man.
Very tall.
And he's like, when I saw her for the first time, he's like, it was unbelievable. And he, like, it was so dope because he relived it. When he told me, he was just like, in his head, like, oh my God, like, was just blown away. And he was just like, this girl, this just is my lucky day. This is my lucky day, is what he said.
Aww.
It was just, it's so, and the way that he dotes on her to this day is, like, the love of his life. It's next level, okay? And he said that he knew that they would be together. And he said the biggest thing is respect, the respect for each other.
Right.
It's like, that's dope. And quickly, I asked my grandma, and her biggest thing has been respect. Respecting each other 100%.
Right.
Respecting that person.
Their wants, their needs,
yes.
Space.
Yep. And I asked her what has kept their relationship together for 62 years. And it is that they've always had fun together. Always.
Aww.
And I'm like, that's perfect. Because you need to have fun. It's more than the love and the gushy-wushy. It's fun.
And the work. Yeah. You just want it to have fun.
Yeah. And I thought I should share that because they've been together for 62 years. And it's like, hey, there's something that's worked. What do they do?
Yeah. Yeah. I have heard working in the salon, we talked to like our older clients and what their answer was that some people just would never go to bed angry.
Yeah.
We did that for a few years.
You're like, I tried that.
Been there, done that.
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes I need to sleep on it.
Yeah, and time is okay.
Yes.
Time is good.
Yeah, that's really good. Do you want to do cards now?
I do. Would you mind holding my amazing big mic? Honey, I shrunk my mic.
They're effective.
No,
they are
I love them.
Does this sound weird?
Okay, guys.
Silly.
Here we go. We are going to find out. Work your light oracle deck. It's beautiful.
Check out Kristen's deck.
It's good. Okay, serious now? Okay. What is the card for us? Well, I can just like feel it's just like
burning. You're
oh my god. Gosh.
Okay. Well, that one came first. Okay.
Interesting.
What does it
kind of,
say?
It's kind of fitting to this whole love thing. Boundaries. This is the answer to how do you have a fabulous love life? And we're going to read all the cards.
Yes.
Would be boundaries, 100%. And it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries?
Okay, well,
super good.
That is very fitting because boundaries, like if you haven't heard our episode, I mean, that can go with anything.
It's hilarious because we talked about the boundaries episode in this one. Go watch it.
I'm not surprised. But we did have 2 more cards that came out.
So beautiful.
Okay. Well, Inner Temple again.
Of course. And that is...
This is just...
Read that, Tiff. That's perfect. What is it?
Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart.
Oh, we're talking about love.
The other one. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So maybe this episode was for you.
Yes. Good saying, girl. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's for everyone. And it's for freaking lifting you guys up and just knowing your worth. And maybe it's a good opportunity to sit down and do a checklist of where you're at in your relationship and where you're at in your life and just reevaluate. Because
first, I would actually do that checklist starting with you.
Perfect.
Do your checklist for you, like your wants, your needs, your likes, your desires, and then have a checklist for your partner.
Because it's easier to place blame, like we said, and point the finger.
Yeah.
But check in with you.
Yeah.
And then it's pretty cool. Once you start cleaning yourself up.
Yeah.
It's the energy that just starts cleaning everything else up. And then you realize those things don't bother you that used to bother you.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Exactly.
Love. We hope you all enjoyed this episode. This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It went by really fast.
Super quick.
I thought we were going to do another 2-hour one.
I know.
Might need more mushrooms for next time, I guess.
Oh my god, you're hilarious. Okay, beautiful people. Have a wonderful day, week, night, year. Oh, it was just 1, 2, 2, 2. I've been seeing so much 2, 2, 2, 9, 4, 3. Like, there's been a lot of 111s, 1, 1, 1.
Saw a dude today with 3 7s on his arm.
Ooh, it was for you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what does that mean for you?
Oh, did you ask him?
I did. Yeah, and he's like, oh, he's trying to say, it's just a numerology thing. It's just something. I'm like, dude, you don't know me. This is my thing.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah. I'm like, well, my number is 111 or 1111, and when I see that number, I think about, before I saw the number, what I was thinking during the time I saw it, and, after. I think after is, like, the result of what inspired you, like, you should take action.
Yeah.
And, so when I see that number, it always reminds me that I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right things. Everything's aligned. Yeah, all the things.
So he didn't say anything further about it?
He did. He's like, that's actually what it means.
So that's his number, just like mine's 143.
Yeah.
So cool.
He's like, yeah, that's what it means. I'm on the right
and
track.
You know what? Good for you for pushing him to tell you the truth.
Hell yeah. Young guy too. I thought, good for you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Pause. On that note, cut it out. Okay, guys, we love you and hope you have a fabulous life. And don't be too hard on yourselves with this moon because Scorpio comes in fucking with a vengeance and it's got gives 0 fucks.
And this is actually the time, it's because it's so hot and heavy and like very emotional, it's time to actually retract yourself a little bit and do that self-care and do some reflection, just like the inner temple.
Yep.
So have your baths, say no to things.
Journal, meditate.
Yes, do you.
All that the inner temple is you. You are your own inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. 5-minute routine every day. You will thank yourself.
Whatever it is, guys.
Yes.
Fill your cup first. Okay?
Good job.
Peace.
Peace. Love you guys. Bye.